Hello and welcome to the Lobotomy Corporation Mod Abnormality Details. Today, looking at Teth. Uh-huh. Yeah, this guy right here, he's a little strange. He doesn't follow the rules of other Teths, you see. But as you can see, he's, encased the entire room with, his skin. He's kind of like stretched it. He's a little similar to the Today's Shy look. Where they ripped all their skin off and stretched it on like a hanger. This guy had a lot more excess skin though. He like twisted it together as well, bleeding everywhere. Here's the containment chamber is his body now. When an employee of temperance or imprudence below level 4 worked with the abnormality, they took 7 times as much damage from working with the skin room. When an employee enters the containment unit, they take increased fear damage and take fear damage as if the skin room were an aleph. When attachment work was being performed, the agent continuously recovered SP. This effect persisted for some time after the work was finished. Upon getting a good work result after finishing insight work, for the rest of the day, the employee recovers some SP when taking fear damage. I don't have anyone that causes fear damage though, so I don't really know how I'm going to show this. It's a non-escaping entity. It does 1 to 2 white work damage, can vary, as said over here. And it somehow, as a Teth, in the Lob Corp standard, it has 29 max E-boxes. It's good at 16 to 29, normal is 1 to 15, and bad is 0 to 0. I'm going to show stuff first. Who is a good subject? You. Now this guy only has level 3 stats. And when employee below level 4 took 7 times as much damage. So, presumably, yeah, they will recover SP as you just saw here. They took fear damage right here. And they'll do like 1 to 2. So if they get a 1, it'll do 7 damage. If they get a 2, it'll do 14 damage. Since this guy is... yeah, you just got 7 damage dealt him, essentially. Dexter can't stand looking at the skin room. You're smiling, man. Dexter stays aware of their surroundings. He's only talking about the employee. He looks so happy. The shock is wearing off on Dexter. Morgan. The face attempts to encourage Dexter. He's a nice guy, dude. Come on. So as you can see, the face did actually smile during the attachment work. It's now kind of like sad or mediocre, kind of. Now, where is someone who is strong? You. We're gonna be doing an insight. And see, he's not smiling as much. He's just talking. And I missed the one up here. And as you can see, they're not healing from the work. It's attachment. It's not attachment, so they're not healing. It's interesting. Noah feels somewhat, or something, unnatural. Noah is starting to glance around the room. The information is different than the attachment work last time. The face is not caring much. The face mutters words towards Noah. Noah exchanges a few words with the face. So as you can see, it was different. The face didn't care as much. It was pushy. because it wasn't attachment work. Now we're gonna do the final work. This one I'm a little worried about, actually, because they could actually kill my guy. Noah is petrified, and now this face is really, like, angry. It's like kind of like nonchalant. It's not really giving a shit. Its eyes are like bobbing up, like having a heart attack or something while it's therapy or something. Its mouth is open as if in pain. Noah can't stand looking at the skin room. Noah's starting to glance around the room. The face is looking for eye contact with the skin room. Its own face is looking for contact with its own. Noah doesn't find the skin room as scary anymore. 3 of the work have actual, like, personal animations, which is really cool. I'm gonna do one more. The face is kind of like insight, where it's like kind of speaking, making eye contact and stuff. Noah wants to scream. Don't do that. That's scary. And bam. Missed the first one. Noah feels like they should run away. Scream. Glance around the room. Eye contact. Encourage. And bam. That's it. That's all the dialogue with the skin room. And the person who got insight. Yep, they are slowly healing 7 SP, just like they would in the skin room. They're gonna do that for the rest of the day. Despite what kind of work they used with the skin room. I don't think it's gonna pop up. I don't think it did pop up in the skin room. So it's the best idea to go for insight if you have a pretty good gear and employee. Showing it one more time with I'm trying to showcase you. You who's bad at your job. And they're taking 8 damage, like +1 essentially, because they're really weak. Stand. And if they take a little more. Yeah. But as you can see, they took 8 white damage. That's pretty much it. The only bad part, I really did. Oh, the work damage changed from 7 to 14. Oh, is it permanently changed? It permanently changes, apparently. I'll go check that in a second. So you might notice that the work timer is like 30 seconds. Yeah. It's a long time for a test, which is very strange. But you might also notice 100 PE boxes to manufacture Distress, the Eagle weapon. It does have a fancy ability. It's 120 for the Ego suit, and they're both Teth. They should be He at best, though. To be honest, the weaknesses are pretty bad. But as you can see, it takes... What? 34 seconds? Wow, that's a lot. That's a long time. Huh. Onto the story. Warning, due to the distressing appearance of the skin room, it's highly advised not to view it unless using the cognition filter. Wait. Oh, I think this is the longest one I have to read. skin room is an abnormality that takes the form of a room completely made out of human tissue. It possesses no recognizable features outside of its face. The surface of the room, that being the walls, floor, and ceiling, is covered with a layer of human skin. Testing has been done to try and determine the origin of the skin, but remains inconclusive. If one were to dig beneath the skin level, they would find human organs, blood, sinew, and other fluids commonly found within the human body. Similarly, the skin room is capable of generating blood in a method not atypical to humans, though due to a lack of structure in the skin room's body, even minor physical trauma can cause the blood to pool beneath the skin. Behind the skin. While the organs are fully functional, the skin room does not seem to have any use for them, and they have been removed and replaced several times without incident. Over time, the appearance of the skin room has deteriorated to a gruesome state. Not unlike a rotting corpse, mental fortification is necessary to be applied to employees tasked with interacting with abnormality. As prepared, unprepared exposure will overwhelm most employees. I need to get some fucking water. God, I forgot about water. The abnormality is fully capable of experiencing pain and communicating. It is cognizant to a degree, but doesn't seem to recognize what exactly itself is. That's why he was talking like it's making eye contact with its own body. It's confused, probably. In the state the abnormality is currently in, it would normally be loudly screaming and in a constant state of shock due to the deteriorated condition of its body. This screaming was ignored until incident J41 occurred on XXXX. To prevent a repeat of this, the skin room is constantly administered animal-grade pain relievers. Oh, it's gotta be horrible. Pumped directly into its blood by a system inlaid beneath the floor inside its veins. It is recommended to be extra careful when working with skin room so not to injure it further, causing it further distress and decreasing enkephalin generation. That's why it hates the repression, maybe? Because like repression is therapy. The skin room, actually, would the head consider this being a human? Because it's got human skin, technically. The skin room is capable of speech and possesses human-like intelligence. It reacts positively to conversation, and employees that have grown accustomed to its state have described talking to it as surprisingly calming. It is recommended to have new employees talk with abnormality to reduce the negative effects of seeing it for the first time. That's why most employees had that little, like, when new employees were working with it, and the bubble said, like, it's in shock, or they're, like, lessening from shock, that only happened, I think, when it was a new employee. The abnormality, when sufficiently supplied with pain relievers, is cordial, and does not display hostile intentions toward employees, though it does seem to be capable of harming us even if it did. Was it going to eat us? In an effort to find out more about the skin room, a series of interviews was conducted with the abnormality. An example of such as an interview can be found in log 620C. The results of the interviews are largely inconclusive. The skin room has expressed sadness that its appearance scares away the people that have to work with it, and it has grown depressed at its own state. It seems unaware of its own existence as an abnormality, instead believing itself to be a deformed human. No efforts showed or will be made to correct this misconception. It has been found that its mood more closely affects its energy output than most abnormalities. As a result, an experiment was held in which antidepressants were added to the mixture injected into its body. This led to a marginal increase to its energy output as well as its overall mood, and the mixture was made permanent. The horrid appearance of the skin room can also be used to prepare employees for other abnormalities, which may pose more of a threat than the skin room, in particular O-038-89. Real quick, just gonna search that up. Oh, that's censored. That's funny. Addendum 1. Employees have noticed that agents sent to train with the skin room are often sent to work on O-03-89 and have begun to refuse work with the skin room as a result. Please remember to shuffle the work schedule accordingly to prevent such behavior. Addendum 2. The skin room was originally assessed to be an aleph rank, and was related to O-03-89 due to its properties. After further research, the energy output of the abnormality was found to be more similar to a Teth rank abnormalities due to a reduced work speed and long rest period. The classification was officially changed. Addendum 3. Please remind employees that abnormalities are not human, despite what their behavior suggests. If an employee should begin to look heavily into the skin room's origins, enact protocol Sunny Day. Log 620C. Interview between employee censored and the skin room. The employee tentatively approaches the face of the skin room. Hello, skin room. I'm here today to have an interview. It'll just be a few questions. Actually, it's even less than last time. I'll be out of your hair or your metaphorical hair in no time. I'm glad you're back. Always nice to have someone to talk to. It is. You seem less stressed than last time. It makes me happy. People always treat me a bit cruelly because of my appearance. But I'd rather get along with people instead. So what do you want to ask me this time? Do you have any memories of before you were brought to this place? Or any sort of light before? The eyes of the skin room close, as if in deep thought. After several minutes they open again. Well, not really. Only blurry images come to mind. Nothing concrete. You tell me more about them, even if they're blurry. Every bit helps. I really don't want to leave this document blank. Remember, people around me, people in suits, I think, talking about experiments. What experiment exactly? They may not have been talking about an experiment that was being performed, I think. I think they were talking about the concept of an experiment in general. It was inside a wet place, I remember that. Wet place? Tunnel, I think. Narrow, but infinitely vast. I think I was trapped there. People pulled me out. Tears began to fall out of the skin room's eyes. They pulled you out? Yes, but they pushed me into it in the first place, didn't they? The other people. Were they even really people? They were human, but then they weren't, because they were more like me. And they did something. There's singularity. The room is silent. Employee blank makes a note regarding the skin room's responses. Sorry, I can't remember anything else. I feel like I was on the verge of remembering something. Or the edge. But it slipped away. It's fine. I saw remember the other day. Forgotten things could be more beautiful, it said. It's not the worst advice in the world. Oop. Work time is almost up. I didn't get to all the questions. Well, whatever. I'll get to it next time. Okay, then. It was nice speaking of you. Trying to get in trouble with your bosses. And give them my regards. On the way out of the containment unit, employee blank tripped over a fold in the flesh on the ground and fell, inadvertently jamming their clipboard into the skin room's flesh, rupturing a kidney. The employee went into shock, screaming for multiple hours after this. It's almost as if he knew. End of log. Due to this incident, a bump grew on the floor of the skin room, which was hastily bandaged. In addition to preparing the employees working in the skin room for its appearance, it is also advised to warn them of potential tripping hazards in the containment unit. Later on, employee blank was inducted into Protocol Sunny Day after investigating the extraction department after work hours had ended. They have been scrubbed from the records and every matter and amnestics have been administered into the fluid tube of the skin room to reset its memories. As is standard procedure, the skin room produced record-breaking energy numbers right after. I do not see a bump, but I'm assuming it's right here. That was a very long, it's like a couple paragraphs. I really like that one, that was interesting. Both of Skin Room's ego gear are Teth quality somehow. Starting with weapon as always. It does require prudence too, which is quite easy to get. Distress. Does 1 to 15 white damage, normal speed, and medium range. First attack against an enemy deals 40 times energy agent level white damage. So like 40 times 4, maybe? The initial shock is the worst part of it. And Distress, Prudence 3, Weak to red damage, endured to white damage, endured to black damage, and vulnerable to pale damage. I feel like it should be a little better, considering that you need 120 for it. When falling below 25% of max SP for the first time in a day, heal 50 SP unless already panicking. It should be comfortable to wear after the initial shock. It's a bunch of skin, so they're just wearing skin. Yeah. And the Ego Gift is a little bow tie, plus SP, and recover some SP when taking fear damage. Let's get started. We're going to be using an old friend, Very Long Legs, as a testing dummy. Oh, I thought it was joking. Oh, it actually was. 40 times 4. Let me quickly look at the math on that, because I'm too stupid to know what 40 times 4 is. That's not 160. That's almost 200. It's 250 damage. So I think it's actually like 4 times something more. This is a really good ego gear considering you get like 3 of it, actually. I didn't think it would be that good. Considering that is a one-time thing, like the rest of the day, that's insane. I'm gonna be using something quick to make their SP go down. I'm gonna take them into the hallway. And upon reaching the magical number, they restore all the way back to full, which is essentially 50. It just heals 50, as you can see, sit there. They were already at 8. Sanity, assumably, and they just got back 50. Honestly, I really enjoyed this abnormality. Make sure to look at it. Link is in the description. It's to the right of the word mod. It won't say skin room, I think, but it is the link there. This is an insanely creative looking mod. I think it fits like the story really well. I was a little afraid to reading this because I don't like long things. This was actually very interesting. I did like this. Anyway, thank you for watching this Abnormality Details video, and have a good one.